Okay, welcome to this episode of Coffee with Grumpy. We're going to review the Ravens Lions game in Baltimore. And as you can see, he is not here because he's pouting. His Super Bowl contending Lions got blown out today in Baltimore, which is okay. Last episode, I had predicted that we were going to lose. And by the time we hit the bye week, which on Monday night we play the Raiders, not this Monday, but next Monday night, we play the Raiders in Detroit. And on my schedule, I have that as a win. And we hit the bye week, we'll be 6-2. He wasn't too hip on that the last time we did an episode, and was going to have me drink some blue Kool-Aid. But if you go all the way back to the first episode we did, he predicted that we were going to go to the Super Bowl because the team looked that good. Our offense was rolling right along, and the defense looked pretty awesome. Well, today we went into Baltimore and we laid an egg. We went up against a team that has a very good defense and a decent offense. And our defense didn't show up, or they just didn't execute like they should have. And then the offense didn't play well. So when you put those two together, that's what you get. I'm speaking to my Lions faithful. This year feels different than years in the past. So I'm not losing faith, because we do still believe that this year is going to be special. That's kind of why I'm doing this, because I have a feeling that this year is going to be special. What we need to do is concentrate on winning the division. We just need to beat the Bears, the Vikings, and the Packers. And we win the division, and we're in the playoffs. And once we hit the playoffs, then we make our own destiny to make a run at the Super Bowl. But we have to get to the playoffs first. Now, if you look at the schedule, our schedule looks pretty easy. The only team that's on the rest of the schedule after the bye week that has a winning record is the Dallas Cowboys. And I watched some of the Dallas Cowboy games, and I think we can beat them. So we'll make a run at getting into the playoffs. Once we get in the playoffs, then we'll go hit the Super Bowl. And as you probably heard me say before, we'll take this loss, we'll put it in our little box, and we'll lock that box, and we'll throw it up on the shelf, and we'll forget about it. You know, sometimes you got to compartmentalize things. And right now we're 5-2. We beat the Raiders on Monday Night Football. We'll be 6-2, and we'll be sitting pretty. And then we'll just go from there. But we're going to go to the Super Bowl is going to pout a little bit over a game that I had already predicted we were going to lose. And for those that are saying the same old Lions, I have to respectfully disagree with you, because this team this year does not look like the same old Lions. It just absolutely does not. These guys won 4 games in a row to get to this point. So we had to eat a little humble pie, which that's when they started their 4-game win streak, was after they got beat by the Seahawks. Okay? And I also think that everybody, even the talking heads on the television networks, sports networks, are talking about how good the Lions are, They're the best team in the NFC, how best. And they hear that, right? So they go into a game where they think they're the best and get their pants blown off. And the other team that they play hears the same junk, that they're an awesome team, that they're a great team, that they're this, that they're that. And so that makes them play just a wee bit harder than the team everybody's bragging on. Now, on my Facebook post earlier, I had said, are they the best team in the NFC? I think we got a little more ways to go. Today was a very good, what do you call, measuring stick to see how good we are. I still think the 49ers and the Eagles are still just a wee bit better than we are. So we need to get better at some of the stuff that we're good at in the last 4 games. Okay, so I'll leave that at there. Once again, Mr. I need to drink. He wanted me to drink the blue Kool-Aid on this episode if they had won. But I had already said they had lost because he didn't like me doubting what was going on. Because I always, every year, I take the schedule, sit down, and I'm like, okay, this is a game we can win. This is a game we can win. This is a game we can win. We need to steal this game. And we did that against Kansas City. To me, that was a what I call a stolen game. We stole that one from Kansas City because they were predicted to win that one. Everybody predicts them to win when the Kansas City Chiefs play. They're always predicted to win that game, but they were predicted to win that game, and we stole one. So sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to go in and at least steal one, and maybe that's what the Ravens did today. They stole one. So we may have to steal one back. And after the bye week, we play the Chargers, and I'm gonna have to watch and see how they look. I watched the game a couple weeks ago where the Chargers played, and they look pretty awesome too. So they may be a tough team to go up against. And some of these teams like that, you got to use as a measuring stick to figure out how good you are. And so the boys are making their way back to Detroit, eating a little humble pie, but I haven't lost faith. I still believe. So that'll be the end of this episode for Coffee with Grumpy, and I'll talk to y'all later.